Yeah, you might be all wondering, why is Bear running late? Well, let me tell you, there are 1,000 reasons I'm running late. Um, so tonight's stream, get it out of the way now. The password for broadcasting doesn't work, and I've only just discovered it. So rather than, I don't know what you would do to fix that, I'm just going to be doing my best to see how we go with this view. It'll either be absolute diamonds or it'll absolutely be shit. Either or, yeah, a stream's a stream, I guess. Obviously on board with everybody's favourite Polish stripe, Sideways Polka, so I'm just going to see what this even sounds like through YouTube, because I've got no idea. Because again, yeah, not quite sure what's the diggity go, but that's okay. Just bear with me while I suss this out. Alright, just bear with me while we suss this out. Alright, that's the echo, because I'm seeing how it goes. So it sounds alright, so that's the main thing, I guess. Alright, so we're at Brown's Hat. Brown's Hatch. I don't know. It could be Brown's Hatch. That's most probably a story of too many beers in 72, 73 and woke up with 20 cents in my hand, if you know what I mean. That being said, Brands Hatch is where we're actually racing at tonight, obviously in my favourite weather conditions, which is absolutely pouring rain. So Ty Morgo's most probably a little bit lucky that the Bear is not racing, and Mint Matt, buddy, you would have lost tonight. The Honda in the rain with the Bear, dude, it's like bears and salmon, mate. We just go together. You'd be in a world of hurt. But hey, you've dodged a bullet, so don't waste your opportunity of victory. That's all I will say. So we got 6 minutes left in qualifying. So hopefully this will do something. Oh no, it's not letting me get off this now, so this is good. Brilliant. Oh, I don't know what it's doing. Oh my gosh. What is going on tonight? Sorry, just trying to be able to select things is not working, and I don't know why. I do not know why. Whoops, alright, so that would have been your peril. This is going fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I don't think this could go any better. The only thing that I've seen go better than this is the captain in the Titanic, fair dinkum. Might as well just punch yourself in the bloody Jats crackers and hope for the best. I don't know what that bar is down underneath. I don't know why it's there. Whoa! We do not want to report mid-mat, but keep it up, we might. So what do we got? 3.5 minutes of torture left. Sorry about this, it is going bastard. The link to the stream would be handy. That's all I've got. Why is it doing this? Oh my gosh. Oh, alright, Min-Matt jumping out, 3 minutes to go. Should get another lap in if all things being equal. Which they are not tonight. It is I don't even know if I've done that right. I don't think I have. Oh, I don't even know what's doing. Don't know. Alright, okay. I'll try and regain some level of composure in doing tonight. Again, apologies, but it'll be what it'll be, and at least it's on there, and hopefully we catch a bit of it. Alright, so 6 seconds left. Min-Matt with a 130.3, Jimbo 0.3 behind. Min-Matt obviously got the handbrake on. I think the Honda was 128 most probably, 129. But that's alright, Min-Matt. It's I'll take you under my wing and show you how to drive in the wet, maybe one round. Just firing him up. Just what we need. No, there's Norm in third, 0.7 behind. Sideways Polka, our favourite Polish driver. Brett Want in fifth, Someone Awesome sixth, Morgo 7, Harris 8, and K-Man 9. Bounty rounds out our top 10. We still might have, run a bit wide there. Then we've got Metal Steel, Gaza, Stewie Wilson, Shamrock, VTech Adam, always messes with my head. Freelick, Bitzer, Psycho, Triple X Krakatoa, and Aaron in 20th. Then we've got Superstar, Big Mac, Vert, Low NZ, Rocky NZ, the NZ connection there, Black Falcon and Chipperton yet to set a time. So this will most probably throw me to the grid. So God knows what will happen then. Whoops, we don't want that. Maybe we want that. Yep, so another great look at that Honda. I mean, look, if you ever want to look at a good rear end, there she is, ladies and gentlemen. So, round 4, Brands Hatch GT3. Obviously, thankful that the server is up and running in some capacity. Sunday night was postponed, so for all those that may have missed Sunday night because you had something else on, guess what? You can come back and you can race this Sunday. And hopefully it will be up and running for the Sunday Night League, which is absolute fire. So they still had 20 lunatics trying to go around on Sunday night. Unfortunately, it did not happen. So this Sunday, so come along, give it a big field. GT4, there's ballast, there's restrictors, the whole lot. It is great racing in GT4 class. You'll love it. I would love to say I've had time to look at the league table, but I will do that while we are waiting for this to change over. Again, the cameras will not be the telecast ones that we usually get, and that's a result of obviously in everything that's gone belly up with the servers. I think the password's changed, or I don't know it. But whatever, this is what we've got. So hopefully it'll all be good. So
right,
obviously,
in this session, so watch out for slippery curves and remember to brake earlier.
I don't think so. So what we will do is we will see if I can, whoops, take a screenshot. No, we will not. So when the lap starts, I will throw myself to the pits. So I'm going to apologise now if I'm blocking somebody's view in the pits. It is not intentional. It is just that there was no other way to do a stream without being here in this mode. So yeah, is what it is. But Brands Hatch, love Brands Hatch, great little British track, lots of excitement with it. So certainly I would go as far as saying one of my favourites. I think when you're going to, I was going to say turn zero, but that's a in-house joke. But Hill Bend, very challenging. Looks like you can go racing through it. You can't. Obviously, I don't know if anybody watches British Superbikes. Obviously, here at the track there was a bit of a tragic accident. Bikes, but then you've got Halewood Hill down into Druids, the big hairpin. So a couple of
10 seconds.
They'll need more than luck, my friend. So I won't be readying up. So we'll see if I can jump on someone. Oh. So again, this is what we're stuck with as far as the telecast, commonly referred to as a stream, for tonight. Whoa, someone awesome turning it on for the people. So this is Hill Bend here into the Halewood Hill. So we go flying down here. Obviously that's not the preferred line, but this is where we'll see a little bit of action here. If you get a good run down Halewood Hill into Druids, got to let it run a little bit. Here's a little bit tricky. It's sort of like 2 corners and Graham Hill turn here. And we're going through Cooper's, and the next one will be Surtees. There's Brady One, P&L Royalty there. Again, so this is a interesting little second gear, hit the hammer and get a good run. So this will lead into some opportunities, and for those that are less than less than the full quid, I guess, when you go into Hawthorne Bend down here, some turkey will try and go too wide for sure. And that's Westfield Bend, so this will be Hawthorne Bend here, going around into Westfield Bend, and then possibly the best little names into here is Dingledell, and then into Dingledell Corner, so very aptly named. So we go through, then we'll get onto Sterling's Bend, and then Clearways, or Clark Curve, there you go, will be the final turn when we get round to it, onto the Brabham Straight. So yeah, very, very exciting little racetrack this. I do like it. I think plenty of opportunity here for overtaking, so I'm sure there will be plenty of people trying to have an old dip at it. So there's a total of 9 corners, essentially. They consider 9 corners in there, I think, but we're going to get ready for a start. We're going to hang back here with 5th, because again, camera angle, and we're off and racing. So someone awesome's got a good start. Looks like Mint Matt up ahead has been able to hold the front with Norm XC. Jimbo tucking in behind there. Looks like a bit of side to side action. So Jimbo and Norm, it looks like, are going at it. Sideways Polka would have a good view of that, hopefully, with all the spray. So you can imagine what this is going to be like for the whole race, trying to have a bit of a view. Interesting line. Looks like Jimbo's running a little bit wide there, just waiting for everything to sort itself out. So there looks like there was a bit of a bingle into turn 1, the back of the field. So I'll just swap glasses so we can see who they are. So car 65, it looks like. Sideways Polka just getting a little bit wide. So it looks like Aaron, Rocky NZ must have had a little bit of a coming together. So they're all back up and running. Doesn't look too bad there in the BMW. We'll go back up to Norm. So Norm is keeping them honest at the moment. Just missing the apex there on the final turn. Being careful in the wet not to get too much of the ripple. So this corner, turn 1 here, is very interesting. Off the power, and it's like a late turn in. Generally in the dry you get a bit of curve, run a little bit wider. In the wet, obviously, it's like ice. Jimbo taking a defensive line. Norm just a little bit hot in there. I would say that that's still an acceptable line though. Down here, tricky. Jimbo taking out the marker. So interesting. Certainly Mint Matt is not running away with it, that is for sure. Jimbo staying in contact, and you know what, staying a second behind is most probably not a bad thing spray wise. We've got Sideways Polka a little bit further back, about the same gap. They're evenly spread, the front 4. Someone awesome closing up onto the back of Sideways Polka as we're going through the Hawthorns and everything, so he'll get a bit of a run on here. If he's banged here, you want to clip the inside, take a big chunk. That's it. Good work. Hard on the brakes here into second. Let it guide round. Oh, he's a brave man using that ripple strip in this weather, let me tell you. So he's going to get a... Now here it's all technique. Double downshift into third. Glide it round. Get on the power nice and early. Could have let it run a little bit wider. Give it a bit of head of steam here to get a better run on him. But where he wants to be near him, in this corner here, you get this right, you're going to close right up. That is textbook there for that turn. Here we go, late on the brakes. Going to try and cut underneath. Oh, sideways polka. Beautifully defended that corner. Someone doesn't mind the ripple strips running wide. Seems to be hanging on all right. So we got Brady Watt. He's got row A tickets to the battle up front. So he'll be hanging back, hoping to close the gap. Those two will slow themselves down. Got Morgo a little bit further back, 1.8 back. In the old Ferrari. Looks like another similar gap. It's very interesting spacing. Now we know M Harris isn't going to do anything to K-Man. That'll be a whole level of issues there. Looks like we've got Bounty closing on Metal Steel. Bit of PRT on PRT action. Be interesting here what El Capitan does with Metal, whether he gets on the intercom and goes, "Hey Metal, let the big dog through" or not. Just slightly running a little bit wide there, not getting the run on it. Looks like Metal's pulling out a little bit of a couple of tenths here and there. Well, he's done more than a couple of tenths according to the timing med. Nicely gone through on that turn 2. Into Druids here, hard on the brakes, running a very tight line. Great defensive line that is. Gaza, so they're all closing up on each other a little bit. VTEC, you need to be in the Honda, my friend. Either that or change your name. Give a guy a break. We're 5 minutes in. So VTEC there looking good. Then a bit of a gap. Bit of a gap back to Sarkle. Yeah, so Psycho well and truly 2.5 seconds behind. Shamrock, oh, you're a brave man. You must have been a water baby. That's a brave line. A bit too tight there, upsetting the old Porsche. Free leg, oh, we got it on film. But he's lucky, a lucky boy. The gravel saved him there. But that goes to show you get a bit of a ripple. Oh, there's somebody further back decided to go for and do a free look as well. Who was that? Oh no, it wasn't Triple X, it wasn't Stu. Oh, it must have been Aaron. That is for sure. Chipperton's already made his pit stop, so he is down the back. Same with Bert. Oh, he's got the old girl going and she is kicking his patootie. So it looks like a couple of the guys gone past. So I think that's low end Z just in front of him. So low end Z. So that's 17. So Bert may have been lapped. Just a bit of a surprise. But he's sticking with the old girl, which I like. I like that. But his commitment. So the leaders, Mint Matt, currently out front. Rain is staying around, it looks like, for at least the next 30. Track reasonably cold. So be interesting. And the thing with this is, I don't know if he'll get all his own way. You can see that the gap fluctuates. 1 minute it was 2.5, now it's 1.7. So all it takes is for someone, oh well, not someone, well yeah, someone, but for Mint Matt to run a little bit deep, catch a little bit of the curb. You would think if Mint Matt gets the chocolates tonight, it would be a bit of a hollow victory, knowing that his biggest threat in the wet is on a microphone. But, you know, a victory is a victory nonetheless. Jimbo, nice and tidy. Now this, I reckon, in the Nissan, surely has to have an advantage in the wet. I mean, just saying, four-wheel drive. And I think I wouldn't be surprised to see Jimbo maybe upset tonight. Not upset as in angry, but upset Mint Matt. It's totally plausible. And I think in the latter half of the race, that's where we're most probably going to see it. Normie Norm, holding down third in the old WRT BMW. Now, hopefully he has better reliability than the 46 BMW on the weekend at Le Mans. Hopefully everybody got to see a little bit of that, because outstanding racing, and yeah, absolute showpiece, absolute classy race the Le Mans series. Yeah, love everything about it. Multi-class racing on one track, absolutely outstanding. Looks like Brady One is closing up on someone awesome, so we'll just quickly join this little battle. It is P&L on P&L, so it'll be interesting to see what happens, whether someone goes, hey, you know what, Brady, you are running a little bit quicker than me, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do you a solid, let you through, and see if you can catch the people up front. Someone awesome getting a bit raggedy there. Choking on oxygen. Son of a gun. The whole night's a write-off. Just getting a bit raggedy there. He just needs to get down. He loves riding those ripple strips. He is a dangerous man. Someone awesome. Certainly a brave move, that's for sure. But smooth is fast. Brady trying a very shallow entry into two here. Not a big fan of the shallow entry, especially in the wet. Got to let it hang wide, cut in late. Someone riding that curb like there's no tomorrow. Very defensive line there. Now here, if I'm Brady One, I am setting him up for Dingledell curve. That is where I'm aiming to get him through that little series, down into Dingledell curve, and down into the second to last corner is where I'm looking. So we'll go through here, concentrate on line. Someone awesome, running well and truly wide. Brady One looking very, very stylish. Got on the wet there, not quite close enough. So here we go through the Dingledell curve here. You'd want to be right up under, so you'd have a look into this curve here, and that's where you want to be. But he's run in too hot. He is run hotter than a bloody supermodel concert there. That's you know, people say there's always pressure on the man in front, but you know what, sometimes there's pressure on the man trying to do the moves. You know, and it's easy in the wet, easy to overcook something, so easy. Let's keep going down and through. So it looks like, oh, we've got a little bit of a group here. We got Freelick, okay, so is chasing the Falcon. That's the closest battle on track at the moment. Everybody else is spaced out. Hugh Wilson. Oh, he's further down the track, okay. Oh, okay, timing monitor's all wrong and bit how's your father. So Freelick looking like he's going to get it done. He's had a look. And Black Falcon, very fair race of Black Falcon. Had many a battle. He's going to hold the defensive inside line here. So Freelick has to be patient. Be patient, son. Put the pressure on, let him make the mistake. Hard under brakes. Concentrate on your line, missing the apex there. But still good enough to get a run on. Here we go. He would not be able to see Jack Diddley squat right now in that car. That is for sure. I would love to show you what that looks like, but I can't. Here we go. No, don't have a look. Be patient. But he's going to have a go. And I tell you what, Black Falcon is what he helped him through that. Every other person would have slammed that gate shut. But he got his fingers caught in the door. But the Falcon has been very polite. Falcon slow out. AA wrong getting the run on the Falcon as well. The Falcon driving the Rider. Good to see something different. So he's just lost 2 spots there. So let's have a look. Stewie Wilson coming up on the Falcon. So Stu Wilson's in the old Mustang Sally. So we'll see again. Look, I say where I think people should overtake, and people go all Ricky Ricardo on me. But here we go. Looks pretty tidy, old Stu, through this. Nice tight line, getting on the power early, let it run out. Nicely done. It's a model of patience, this. He is look like he is just circling his prey here, waiting for the opportunity to come through. You would think now his next opportunity will be turn 3, as he goes, Graham Hill Bend, I think it is. So as he goes through there, that's where I would say that he's going to have a look. But he certainly want to be close, running a little bit wide, missing the apex. Certainly want to be a bit tighter in that corner, because it does affect your long-term run, especially in turn 3, where we must where turn 3, where it'll be hard under brakes. So, but he's closing in a little bit. So let's have a look at what other races we got going on. So we got Harris on medal. Here we go, Harris getting ready to lurch. So this would be prime opportunity overtaking, in my opinion. Easy way to get it done, nice and neat. But we'll just follow this round as he goes into the last corner, keeping it nice and tight. Oh, he's come into the pits. Smart move, going for the undercut. So look at that sexy car there. Looks good. Looks good. Real good. There's 2 beef patties, all lettuce, cheese, pickled onions, all on a sesame seed bun Big Mac. Just doing his pit stop. There he is, going out in the old Stang. So number change 2 for the big man. Hopefully moving to the number 20, I believe that's the rumour. So I don't know why I'm staying on Harris, but weird. Just let's have a look. Here we go, Gaza on VTEC. Keep having a look through the field. Gaza just nice consistent lines. I think that pays dividends to my way of thinking. Ooh, up the front it looks like Mint Matt has had a moment. Spinning on the close battles down the back, so Jimbo is currently in the lead by 3.5 seconds. Being chased by Norm, so it'd be interesting how this plays out. So I'll just jump on board with Jimbo and just leave you with that for a second while I quickly go have a cough, so bear with us. Alright, so that's some lappage with Jimbo. Coming up on a back marker. Jeez Louise. Oh, that was making me nervous then, that is for sure. Low NZ there. Hope maybe low NZ's going into the pits. But I doubt it. No, he was going in the pits. There you go. I take my doubt back. But I'll tell you what, Jimbo pushed out to a 3.3 second lead. Biggest lead of the race thus far. We're roughly 22 minutes in. 22 and change. So very, very interesting here. Be interesting to see what the tyre wear is for this sort of vehicle. I mean, you would think wet conditions, you know, everybody's going to be in the same boat. With that, there shouldn't be too much of a change in tread wear. Alright. It's like timing screen didn't show us in time, but looks like Norm has lost out to Minty Matt. who's so a little bit of a gap there. So we'll, as we cross the timing lines, we'll see how far. But for this sort of gap to happen, I would say something sizable has happened for the gap to be the way it is. But we'll keep half an eye on it. Sorry, struggling a little bit with the old vocals tonight. That's okay. Here we have though, number 48, Poland's #1 driver, Sideways Polka. Colt following Colt fan favourite. El Capitan, 5th place. I think he's missing the other half of the El Capitani team in One Eagle Wind D-Roller. Doesn't appear to be on tonight, so would Morgo be able to cope with it? Soon be able to find out. Rd3, so just plodding away in the background, bumping out consistent lap after consistent lap, and I mean, at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for. So let's go through the rest of the field where we can see something maybe happening. Alright, let's have a look through. Alright, Aaron, bloody commentator's curse, sorry my friend, was chasing down Freelick there, looked like it was going to be on, given the closeness of current battles and current form. So, Aaron, can he close the gap up to Freelick? That'll be one of the big questions. Long way to go. We're almost halfway, so 30 minutes in. So interesting. So just bear with us. Let's see what other cars are. Alright, let's go up to our leaders. Sideways Polka currently holding down 3rd position. So yet to make a pit stop, but all of the top 10 have not made a stop. So that lane will get busy once they start going. So other battles through the field. Not a very cohesive commentary tonight, I do apologise. Just anyway. So coming up to the halfway mark, 32 minutes left on the clock. So Jimbo, our race leader, went back to 10th. So it'll be interesting to see what laps he's throwing down versus what old Mindy Matt is. Other times similar, I don't know, but we'll certainly see how it plays out. I would say in the very near future. So I didn't grab whether he was doing fuel and tyres or just fuel. So as you'll know, there is a saving with doing one over the other, I guess. But Jimbo looking very consistent with his lines tonight. So I think he could be on tonight. I really do. I mean, he's got the car, got the track, certainly got the weather for it. So he could definitely be on tonight without a shadow of a doubt. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I agree, Bingo. He is driving very well. So there you go. From somebody who knows a hell of a lot more than I do. Bingo. So wet tyres will look after themselves, so it's all fuel. Right, so that I would say that will be the same for most people. Then if these guys that are a little bit more into it, so Sideways Polka currently in the pit, so it'll be interesting to see. So you would think that Jimbo will well and truly get past Sideways, you would think. But then again, depending on their lap times that they've been throwing down, so it doesn't look like Sideways Polka has moved. Oh, he's just moving now, but that will be Jimbo going past, so he's well and truly past. So I think he's on. Freelick getting out of the way, nicely done. Little bit of a sphincter moment for Jimbo. Nice and tight round here. Nicely done. I think this car, big advantage tonight, huge advantage. And I think it's good enough to get Mint Matt done tonight. Mint Matt got a 4.3 second lead, so he's eked it out a little bit. We've still got some of the big hitters still there. So Time Morgo was in 5th spot when all the shenanigans started going. You got Brent Want 4th. So we'll go back down through the field. It looks like VTech Adam looks a little bit closer than that, but obviously something's happened. Yep, I'm dead set jumping onto these way too late. So we got K-Man coming up on Psycho, certainly going to get the run on him here. Now, Psycho is not called Psycho for nothing, only joking. Just off the apex there, K-Man needs to tighten it up to get the run. You can see Psycho's got the run there. Very tricky corner, hang out wide, downshift into 3rd, maybe into 2nd on some cars. Clip that on the power early, running hard. Now he wants to get on the hangers late. No, he wants to hang a little bit and chop it out so you can go do the old up and under. But he's certainly on the back end here, down in 2nd now. This will be interesting, this sort of run. Like if he can stay tucked up under the wing here. Ah, no, commentator's curse. Oh no, he's brought it back, it's in the wet. So it looks like he's getting a bit of a run. So as we get to the bottom of the hill, K-Man's going to have a little bo peep. Psycho's certainly the sort of guy that won't give you nothing for free. So interesting what he does. Oh, K-Man having to slow down. Now this is proper cork in the bottle stuff. I think K-Man definitely has the speed over Psycho at the moment. So Ty Morgo's made his pit stop. Brady wants his pit stop. So all the front runners making their stops. Mint and Matt, when will he pull in and do his pit stop? I'm saying if you've left it this long, we might not see it for another 10 to 15 and make it quite late in the race. But that's just a guesstimate. Downshift, get ready, turn it in now. Nicely done, get the run. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, there's a bit of a touch. That wasn't intentional. Oh, crikey Moses, was that re-entry? I don't know. I'd have to watch it again. Certainly the re-entry came across quite aggressively. That one may be on the cutting room floor, I would say, and maybe sent to the third party to be looked at. I think that's just a racing incident. You run a little bit wide, you've swung back onto the track. K-Man's got off the juice. Little touch, very tough one. Could go either way. Alright, we got the leaders in. The leaders are in. So let's jump on board with Jimbo now. So Jimbo coming through the back part of the track here. So Mint Matt has not moved yet. Oh, got me worried. Still not moving. Alright, this is going to be very, very close. Mint Matt is now moving. Alright, so Mint Matt in a sec will it be accelerating out. Let's see where. So, oh, this will be not close. He will be down going into Druids, I would say, by the time he gets to him. So number 8, yeah, he's just down there. You can just see him up ahead going around Druids. So he's on the downhill stretch. So Jimbo's got it all to do at the moment. All to do. Norm XC's just ahead, it would appear. So very, very interesting. It was a 2-second gap to Norm. So will be interesting to see what happens, to see if somebody can get a bit of pressure on the Mint Matt. Bounty out in front, let's give him his 5 seconds of fame here, leading the race at this stage with 24 and change left. And Bounty goes round again. See that beautiful Honda in the garage there? So it looks like the whole field is really spaced out at the moment. Bounty running wide, little mistake there. So let's give some people who don't usually get a lot of airtime. Let's jump on with Big Mac, 2 lettuce, what is it? 2 all beef patties, lettuce, cheese, pickled onions, all on a sesame seed bun. It seems to be doing some solid, well that corner looked pretty solid. Reasonably aggressive there, coming into the downhill little run. Interested to see what he does. Yeah, some nice lines. It certainly looks tidy, that's for sure. We have lost a couple of runners by the looks. I don't know who they are, but I would say one of them is Psycho for sure. After the incident with K-Man. So again, I think that might be. So we've got a K, but it looks maybe like low NZ there, running well wide. Starting to feel a little bit of pressure from the Big Mac. Bits are missing, closing up all over the back of Gaza there. Just turning it on, just seems very understeery at the moment, coming out. So see if he can close that gap up and then find himself oh, not like that. He's definitely looks like there's some big turn-in issues there in that vehicle. Looks like Bounty, last to lap, is will have to what is it? What's the word? I don't know. It'll come to me. It'd be interesting to see where Bounty lands out of all of this. So he is just coming out now. So that's probably a pretty good gain for Bounty, just quietly. You know, then you've got someone awesome and Harris rounding out the top 10. So yeah, sort of an interesting little predicament. The old do you run later or go in sooner? Well, and we got someone awesome doing some shenanigans there. We'll just jump on board, and that run out and bit of aggressiveness has actually just cost him there. So M. Harris and Bounty certainly sizing each other up. I would say that he has got it done. So, which is fantastic. So let's have a look. Other battles through the field. Everything's reasonably well covered. Even your little sorties into the jungle. Not the jungle. Anyway. A bit tired. Just rabbiting on about absolute rubbish. I forgot where I was going with that. Anyway, I do apologise for this evening's stream. It's a bit rushed, it's a bit all higgledy-piggledy and how's your father. Bounty going into the pits again. So I don't know what's happened, whether he accidentally put on dries instead of wets, but he seemed to be coping with it all very well, so I don't know, but as know anything additional, we'll let you know. Mid-Mac getting the business done at the moment, most probably got 5 seconds back to his 5 seconds back to not threat, but yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But Matt looking super tidy. I'm assuming there was an error and then we missed it. But yeah, looking super tidy. Alright, so Jimbo just coming up on K-Man, so lapped up to 15th once he gets this done. Nicely done there, nicely done. Just bear with me, be back in a sec. Alright, sorry about that. Just coming down with the fluey sort of setup and just struggling just a tad. But big news is that Norm is closing the gap. Was out at 4.3 on Mintmat, but now down to 2.2. So we could have a grandstand finish. And that means if those two guys are getting in each other's road, then it quite possibly could mean that this 4.8 second gap will close down. Now here we go. Hey Aaron, get out of the road, and he does. Beautifully done. Norm on a runner here, trying to close up on that Porsche Mint Mat as we start our 29th lap. Or 28th, yeah, 29th lap, there you go. Beautiful downshift, looks all thing. Oh my Gideon, Mint Mat would have left a bit of a skid mark, and it wasn't behind Bert Wheeler's car either, just quietly. That has brought Norm into it. Norm XC all over the back of Mini Matt. Jimbo slowly closing in, 4.5 seconds a lap. That is the gap currently. Norm all over the back. Is he going to get it done? I think he'll wait till the other back half of the circuit. That is for sure. So definitely get through here nice and tight. Here we go again. Interesting line, could most probably take a lot of that. What do you call it? Not I don't know. Curb. The curving system user. He could grab a whole heap of it. I noticed that it has bought. Obviously wearing it out. Here we go. Starting 30th lap. Norm. I most probably see what's happening behind. Gap slightly coming down. He's taking 100ths off at this stage, so Jimbo's going to need a little bit of luck with those two front runners if something does happen. So something's happened to Norm XC at the moment, because it's blown out all of a sudden to 1.5 seconds. So interesting little scenario unfolding there. So yeah, Norm must have run a little bit wide or something for him to lose that much ground. So here we go. Just about to right, here we go. Let's go through the rest of the field. Bit of a recap as we come into the final 10 minutes. Mint Matt holding down first position at the moment. Norm in second. Jimbo third. Our favourite Polish driver. Number 28. Morgo 3.2 back. Alright, it's all happening all over the place here. So Norm will give him some time to close in. Alright. Where are we? got it back down to 1.1. Interesting moments of silence, hearing and seeing what sort of aptitude he has for being behind that wheel. So nice to see he took the time to sleep deprivation, God. But one thing to wake up is Norm XC ready to pounce. Here we go, nice tight line. Certainly this will be a bit of whoops. So sideways polka, so you really think the makeup at the top 3 is all that we're wondering, because it gets a bit of daylight from 14th fourth even. Oh. Bitzer closing in for a top 10 finish with Gazza just standing between him and his own destiny, so it'll be interesting to see if Bitzer can get that top 10 finish with the Lambo. I see no reason why you couldn't. So here we go, Bitzer coming up on that, no. Everybody all spacing out. On board with Time Morgo, still a little bit way from sideways, coming down to what, nearly 7 minutes, so chances of getting it done are slim. But everybody's had the same conditions, so your positions are where you finish, you know, so if that leads you there, then that's good. But Time Morgo sort of caught in the middle of nowhere, really. Alright, rest of the field, bear with me. Alright, just follow mid-mat for a sec while I quickly go and blow my nose. alright, with 4 minutes left on the clock of Brands Hatch. Got Mint Matt in the lead over Norm XC, followed by Jimbo, who's had an outstanding drive tonight. Sideways Polka. Then we've got a bit of a, Time Morgo and Brady. What will have to sign on for the pros again. El Capitan 2 for Brady 1. Then range of options here. Here we go, Norm. You can just see him off in the distance. 2.8 seconds. It is everything. Oh my. Alright, on board with Norm. There's Jimbo, bit of a gap, and big back. Whoa, where's it gone? Alright, looks like Sideways is going to hold down 4th position. Mint Matt, most probably got 2 more laps to go. Alright, coming down to the under 3 minutes to go, maybe 2 laps, 3 tops now for Minty Fresh Matt, coming round the last corner. So Norm is 3.3 back. Well, hopefully alright, 2 to go. Very hard doing the telecast through these views, but if you've got this far, I do appreciate your patience with it till we get it sorted. Alright. Norm again, just flicking out the laps. So Ty Morgo in 5th, catching up with Alright, 1:22 to go, so this will be the final lap that we're coming up on with Mini Matt, so it looks like 38 will be the number.
Leaders on the final lap.
So, bar any mistakes, you could think Norm would be into it into Druids here. Where are we? So Mint Matt, great drive tonight. I'm thinking there was one incident where he did lose position, I'm assuming. But we'll see how, if anything comes of it. Otherwise it could just be as simple as driver error. Norm XC there, currently still holding down 2nd, but in the wet weather anything is possible. So about 3 or 4 turns to go now for Mint Matt. Alright, here we go, well earned race win here, last corner. Nothing catastrophic is happening there, so comes down to take the checker flag. Well done.
The leader has finished the race.
Yes, well done, Mint Mac. Good race, good driving. Norm XC is gonna bring in second. Jimbo, incredible drive tonight. Currently in third, and we'll walk away with a trophy there. But yeah, just really well done there. Sideways Polka in fourth. Morgo, Brett Want, Metal Steel, Harris, and Gazza and Bits of Missing round out our top 10. And then we've got a range of drivers. So someone awesome ended up outside the 10. Then we got Soester, VTech Adam, AA Ron, Shamrock, K-Man, Bounty, Tipperton, Freelick, Triple X Krakatoa, Low NZ, Black Falcon, Vert, and a KO Mac. So that brings to an end the stream for what it was. Apologies with that. Just feeling a bit crook and yeah, losing my train of thought. And then cameras certainly don't. It's very tough to commentate that way, but hopefully there's something there for someone. If not, all good. Any feedback, more than welcome to take it on board. Yeah, and we'll just roll around till the next time. But lovely driving by everyone involved tonight.